Yo. Welcome to Fresh Air. Oh my god. So let's screw that up because Expert decided to just play the Fresh Air's overrated theme randomly. And it was just, oh my god. So hey, no, actually, this is Brawl and Brawl number 55. Welcome. We talk about MMA and UFC here. I am Matt. We show up here every Thursday. Today is July 6, 2017. We missed last week, didn't we? Oh my god, this music is all over the place right now. Because I just remembered that So Expert decided to do some stuff this week, and it's screwing me up.
Updates.
It's screwing me up. Mm-hmm. So I had to redo this whole scene that I use for Expert. I just had to redo it on the fly, and that's not the easiest thing to do necessarily. Anyways, hey, welcome to Sprawl and Brawl, the most exciting technical issues discussion of the week here. You'll only get it here. No other shows talk about how terrible they are, except us.
Yeah, that's not entirely true.
This music's all right.
I can't hear it.
It's by Jeremy. The intro is also pretty cool.
Oh, the intro is fucking amazing.
But well, he did both, so shout outs to him.
I don't think I've ever actually heard the music, but the intro is fucking amazing.
The music sounds like a WWE theme song, kind of. Anyways, yeah, we air live on YouTube, on Twitch, on Ustream, on Beam. Oh no, that's Mixer now, and on Smashcast. That's the 5 places we are live, and we're all Mega Scorcher TV everywhere. And you can find us on Apple Podcasts and everywhere else you can find podcasts. So if you have an Android device, you're covered. Just go get I forget what the Android app that I used when I had an Android for podcasts.
No, I don't. Yeah. No fucking clue.
It was pretty good. It was like something feed. I forget what it's called. Anyways, there's some pretty alright podcast apps on the Android. All right. So let's just start off with the news right away. Some stuff happened this week. No? Yeah? Yes? No? Yeah? In the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
International Fight Week's going on right now.
Yeah.
Actually, the Hall of Fame is happening an hour and 50 minutes from now. So look out for that. Some cool inductees like Don Fry and Sakuraba. Love me some Sakuraba.
Oh, so, well, where do you want to start? You want to start?
Oh, I'm starting right now.
Okay. Well, no, just you watched the Legends.
Oh, so what? Right? You want to talk about International Fight Week right now?
I guess, yeah.
Well, I watched the women's one too yesterday.
Yeah, I watched most of it.
What I can say right now is that Brian Stan is a better interviewer than Megan O'Leary, because Megan O'Leary was just kind of rushing through the questions, and like only one person was answering every question. I was just like, they didn't really have time to answer anything.
Yeah. Well, I just the fighters said this. So Frank Shamrock is what, like, for one of the fighters they think should be in the Hall of Fame, but is not.
Well, so Tito started with Ken first.
No.
Yes.
Ken's already in.
Oh, he is already in?
Yes.
All right. Okay. I thought he started with Ken.
Frank.
Maybe not.
No,
okay.
Frank Shamrock is not in. He's a 5-time middleweight champion. He's not in, which is asinine. But yeah, I agree.
Brazilian said, why am I blanking on his name?
The King of Fighter. I can't remember what his name is.
Well, he said Marcos Hua, but who was the guy that was actually there?
Nog.
Oh yeah, Big Nog. No shit. Yeah, no, that panel was fun. Tito Ortiz, he's being Tito Ortiz, Boss Rutan, but he's fucking Boss Rutan.
Yeah. And then you got Don Fry. Don Fry.
I don't have much to say, but I'm a man's man.
Yeah, I fought in pride when pride was pride. You fought for your pride.
Now all these girls are fighting. They're just like, that's kind of like a joke, but they're real athletes and
they're hot.
They're pretty good looking. Yeah, that's Don Fry.
That's
man.
funny. Yeah,
Don Fry is awesome.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
It's funny because if you look at his real early stuff, he was actually kind of fucking like smart, and like his promos made sense. He didn't really have much to say ever.
Yeah.
But like now it's just like you could tell like the fighting got to him.
Yeah. Well, he was one of the first proper mixed martial artists, so he could box quite well, and he had his wrestling. Mm-hmm. So he was one of the first ones that was good at multiple disciplines.
Yep.
Because like I really only know him from his UFC stuff, but he also did a lot of shit in Pride as
Well, watching VHSs, I watch a lot of Pride, and
yeah.
His fight with Ken Shamrock in Pride, one of my favorites. The big, tall, huge, blonde dude in Pride too. I forget what the fuck his name is, but that was also another awesome fight where they were just like clinching and fucking punching each other. So they were like holding each other with the left hand and just punching each other with the right, and they were just fucking doing that for like
whole shit ton of dirty boxing.
Yeah, it was crazy. That fight was crazy, and they ended it. I think the doctor ended it because the Japanese guy's face was just messed the fuck up. It was like, yeah, you can't fight anymore. Sorry. All right, Randa Marcos is going to fight Alexa Grasso at Mexico City, UFC Fight Night 114, August 5th. That's pretty good. I like Ronda. So go for it. Go for it. Alexa Grasso, though, she's pretty good, too.
Okay, so wait, where are you?
The second news item. I just skipped the first one because
TUF. I don't see. I
I'm
see
in the
Bellator
news.
event, and I see.
No, I'm literally in the news. I'm not in the events yet.
Oh, okay. I went down too far.
Yeah, Lewis is not retiring. He wants Francis Ngannou. But hey, Francis Ngannou is going to fight Junior Dos Santos at UFC 215. And also, Ilir Latifi is going to fight Tyson Pedro. So, that's a couple of good fights right there. Scott Coker expects Bader versus King Mo before the end of this year. So, that why not? Let Bader.
And King Mo is the champion? No, sorry.
Bader is.
No, Bader is. Yes. Right. Yes. I saw that.
With that terrible fight that, went the way that everybody expected, I suppose.
Yeah.
I do have this video. So there's a video this week of the Bellator weigh-ins. Oh, hey, I have it already. Let's just go to it right now. So he was cheating the scale. He was trying to totally sidestep it, maybe put his foot on the ground to make the weight go down. You can totally see him doing it right now. What's this guy's name? Sergio Da Silva. So he missed weight. He still fought. I want to say he lost. This was 2 weeks ago, so I don't necessarily remember.
No way. What?
Well, they didn't allow that, of course. They say they caught him in the act, and he was just yeah, I did that. So Bellator 183 will take place in San Jose, June 29th. It's going to feature Benson Henderson versus Patricky Pitbull and Big Country versus Jave Eye Candy Ayala. So look out for that. Big Country making his debut in Bellator.
Yeah, I think he's done.
He's probably going to win this fight, though.
I know, but
to be honest, Jave Ayala, I've seen him. He's a big dude. He could probably maybe do something to Big Country if he's not careful.
If Big Country went over 3 years ago, he likely would have been the champ. But I don't know what the fuck.
I guess they don't have a champ right now in Bellator heavyweight.
Yeah, I know.
They did a while ago, but not anymore. This is also going to feature Bellator Kickboxing 7. The last time they did Bellator, it was cool when they did the kickboxing because they had a ring and then they just lowered the cage on top of the ring. And then they just screwed it in, and then there you go. There was just a cage on top of the ring. And
so they took down the ring posts and everything?
I suppose so, yes. I suppose so. It took about 20 minutes for them to do it. So you didn't really see it because they don't show the Bellator Kickboxing live. I want to say it's never fucking live, which is dumb. Hey, it's sports. It should be fucking live, people. Get with the times. It's 2017. Nobody wants to watch sports not live. Come on. WWE, I'll put up with that. Because guess what? That's not really sports. So I don't mind. I don't mind waiting a few days for that. Welterweight Logan Storley has signed with Bellator, and he will make his debut July 14th at Bellator 181, where he will meet Camille Haley. Sure. Bellator 181. That's headlined by. I want to say. Did I just read that? Oh no, that's 183. Campos versus Gertz.
Campos,
3.
Gertz, yeah.
Sure, I know who Campos is, but not that familiar with Gertz. Joe Warren versus Steve Garcia. Oh, Valerie Letourneau is making her debut in Bellator versus Emily Ducote, whatever the hell her name is. Oh, Justin Lawrence, man, watch out. That guy could fucking knock out some people, so that could be a good fight too. I know. I like Bellator. I always have. So I'm not against some good old Bellator. The family of Matt Hughes has some good news to report Sunday night. The UFC legend is in the hospital and for more than a week after his train crash is showing signs of improvement. Family said in a statement posted to Hughes' sisters Beth Hughes, whatever her husband's name is, Yurichi Facebook page. No specifics were given, but they said he is improving and continues to show us his heart and determination each day. The statement read, he has a long road ahead of him, and your continued thoughts and prayers will help him with the journey. It's weird because I was watching some Hall of Fame 2015 stuff, and they inducted his fight with Frank Trigg into Hall of Fame.
Whoa, okay.
That fight was pretty good. He got groined, and then he fucking slammed him all the way across the ring. That was pretty all right. Guess who wasn't there at the time? Goldberg. Not a UFC employee yet. At that time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
So the planned bout between Donald Cerrone and Robbie Lawler is almost certainly off of UFC 213, and it is now. And it has been rescheduled to 214 already. So.
Any reasoning why?
Yes, Robbie Lawler got some. Oh no, sorry, Cerrone got an undisclosed injury. It didn't really say what it was, but he's gonna be back for 214. The California State Athletic Commission won't license Renan Barão at bantamweight for Aljamain Sterling at 214. So there you go. He's gonna have to go up a weight class. This is those rules that they started that we talked about are coming into effect. He struggled to make that weight a bunch of times. So they're just like, nah.
He did go up to featherweight.
He did
for a fight or two.
Yes, he did.
And then he got his ass kicked against somebody. I can't remember who, but
yeah, he beat Mitch Gagnon. I know that. But yeah. Tyrone Woodley and Damian Maia got added.
Jeremy Stevenson beat the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm. Tyrone Woodley versus Damian Maia got added to 214, and the winner is gonna fight GSP apparently, according to Dana White. Don't know if that's actually gonna happen, but Tyrone Woodley versus Damian Maia is definitely gonna happen. That's a fight that's gonna happen after the next UFC here this weekend. So that's a John Jones fucking card. My God, that card's fucking stacked as fuck. That UFC 214 card. Don't buy this weekend's card, because you're gonna regret it, and then you're gonna see 214 and you're gonna be, oh my God, why did I waste my money on 213? And then there's the boxing going on in August. There's a lot of money to be spent on fucking fighting this week. This summer, I should say.
Yeah.
Dude, 214 is stacked, dude. Sage Northcutt versus John Makdessi's on that card.
I don't really care about that fight. Like, the only fight I really care in 213 is the Whitaker Romero fight.
Yeah, that is the main fight to watch out for, but there's two heavyweight fights that I want to see on that card too. One of them is on the prelim, so you don't need to pay for that one. Travis Brown versus Emelian Nenchuk.
Brown has been so well. I guess he is at a different camp now.
Whatever the hell his name is. Mm-hmm. And then, Fabricio Werdum versus Alistair Overeem. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And then, it's Daniel Emelianenchuk is actually on the main card. He's fighting Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades. He has a badass name. I don't know if he's going to win, though. All right. Let's see what else in the news here. I was at the last one. Oh, yeah. So the International Fight Week, we talked about the women's panel and the Legends panel already. And the Hall of Fame is going to start at 10:30 Eastern Time. So that's an hour from now almost.
Half an hour.
No, an hour. It starts at 10:30. It's 9:25.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. I think you said 10.
I'm just going to go through this May results stuff really quickly, I suppose, because it happened over the last 2 weeks. I don't want to dwell on it too long. But so Bellator NYC happened. Did you watch it?
I did see most of it.
Okay, so Chael Sonnen beat Wanderlei Silva butchers by just slaying on top of him. That's fun. Good times.
Yeah.
Well, Wanderlei Silva landed, Vanderlei, sorry, landed a few punches there in the fight that actually knocked down Chael, but that was about it. Besides that, it was just Chael laying on top of him. Right?
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Like, that's about it. Neiman Gracie versus Dave Marfone was the co-main event, which was actually supposed to be on the Bellator 180 card on Spike TV, and they pushed it up, which is actually a good idea. It worked out for them because, yeah, it just worked out because that TV card was 3 fights, and they pushed it up right up to fucking the pay-per-view card. So
I think they realized that the Bader Davis fight was likely going to go full.
Oh yeah, and it went right up to the pay-per-view, like right up to it. So yeah, that Neiman Gracie fight was not bad. It ended with a rear naked choke, so at least it happened. And Matt Mitrione and Fedor Emelianenko, they had that one moment where they both punched each other and fell. That was cool.
That was a minute 14. I thought it
was. Oh, dude, it was so short. Dude, it was so short. He stood there.
No, I thought it was shorter than that. I thought it would have been like 40 seconds. Or something.
No, because they felt each other out for a while. They circled each other, and then they landed the punch at the same time.
Mitrione recovered a little bit faster. And
then just destroyed him. Fedor was still out.
Yeah.
When Matt was on top of him, so. Fedor said that he wants another rematch. No.
I don't care.
Brent Primus defeated Michael Chandler via TKO doctor stoppage. His ankle was kind of just dangling there, so it was a good stoppage. It was a good stoppage.
They indicate on. I can't remember if they indicated on. What was it? A kick or was it?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was a kick. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it happened very early.
It did happen very early.
And then he just was like stumbling all around.
There was a UFC fight.
To recover or do
there was
whatever,
a UFC fight. I don't remember which one it was now, but I watched it on UFC Fight Pass right after this happened, and I was it was the exact same thing. His ankle was just dangling there, and the dude almost won with his ankle dangling, and Michael Chandler landed a huge fucking punch too when his ankle was all fucked up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good stoppage. The UFC one, they stopped it after the first round. They were just like, okay, yeah, it's done. You're done.
Yeah, this was before, so that was for the actual lightweight belt.
Yeah, it was a good stoppage, man. I fucking.
Oh no,
terrible.
yeah, agreed. Like if he continued to fight there, he would have likely.
But turns out that his ankle was not broken. It just he got kicked so hard that his nerves just kind of shut off, and he could not control below his knee.
Nice.
Yeah. So he was walking around the next day, no problem.
That's probably even worse. If he actually tried to continue, he probably could have caused.
Oh yeah, yes, he could have caused it worse. Yeah, if he would have continued, for sure. Depending on how quick the nerves come back.
Nerves take a long time.
Yes. You feel that shit for a while too.
Yeah.
Zach Freeman versus Aaron Pico. Zach Freeman defeated Aaron Pico. Everybody thought Pico was gonna come in and out wrestle him and just kill him, but nope. It was a weird fight because Aaron Pico, I think, is 0-0 in MMA, and now he's 0-1. And Zach Freeman was 10-0, I believe.
No, I think Pico was 0-0, so that was his first MMA fight.
Yeah, 0-0, but Zach Freeman, I think he was 10-0. 10-0 or 10-1.
I think he was 10-1.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think he had one. Maybe he also had a no contest or something like that.
Yeah, and he just choked him out after a punch.
Yeah. It was like really stupid that had all this build up for this young kid, and then he gets his ass raped essentially.
Douglas Lima, Lorenz Larkins.
He was 8-2.
8-2. Okay. Douglas Lima versus Lorenz Larkins was okay. I kind of expected more out of Larkin, but he pretty much got wrecked. Is how I would describe this fight. A judge gave it 48-47. I didn't really see it that way.
Two judges gave it 48-47.
Oh Jesus! All right. No, I thought Douglas Lima fucking he just outdid everything.
And the thing, it was two judges gave it 48-47, and then one gave it 50-45.
Yeah, which is all the 5 rounds to him. Which I think I would have probably given the first to Lima, maybe the second, but I guess I could see the 48-47 as long as they all gave it to Douglas Lima. That's the way it should go.
Yes, that's what.
And then Ryan Bader defeated Phil Davis. Very boring fight. I actually thought that Phil Davis might have won this. But whatever. It was so boring. I just whatever.
Yeah, it was a split decision again.
Mm-hmm.
By the round, I feel like the 2 rounds Davis won, he clearly won, and then there were like 3 rounds where like who the fuck won.
Yep.
And Bader apparently won those rounds, which won those rounds because like what the fuck was that?
And then James Gallagher defeated Shinzo Machida via rear naked choke in the first. That actually kind of surprised me.
Well, that kind of,
Well, I wasn't expecting it that fast.
Yeah, it happened so quickly that it was like, whoa, like holy shit.
This Irish dude could actually maybe do some damage in Bellator.
Yeah.
He's been doing good.
He was the one, he trains with McGregor and all that crap. So
and Shinjo, I think he's only lost 1 fight in Bellator. I think he's won 2. Something like that. No, he's 2-2, I believe. Man, Machida. I'm always a fan. Those piss drinking motherfuckers. I'm all about those guys. And then Heather Hardy versus Alice Yager. Man, this fight was fucking crazy.
No, he's 2-1 in Bellator.
Oh, he's 2. Well, I think he's 2-2 now.
No,
2-1. Shinzo?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's lost before. At his record. But okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Yeah.
Like in Bellator.
Yeah. Yes. Did you watch the Heather Hardy versus Alice Yager fight? Soccer Mom was her name. Heather Hardy is the blonde girl from New York. She's a kickboxer, I believe, or just a boxer, maybe even.
I saw a picture.
But this fight was crazy, dude. Alice destroyed her for about 2.5 rounds, and then Heather Hardy turned it around and just fucking TKO'd her with punches like a brutal motherfucker. This is a good fight. Couldn't have turned out better for Heather Hardy, to be honest, because she was getting destroyed. And in the Bellator.com card, Ryan Couture won in the main event. There's an arm triangle choke that was pretty cool. A few catchweight fights there that guys missed weight. A Kimura, rear naked choke, TKO, or a KO, I should say. Yeah, the Bellator.com fights are always awesome, but it's so hard to remember 2 weeks after.
Yeah,
because they just happen so fast, and I don't
think I saw that women's fight, and then I did not see anything before that.
Oh, the women's fight was pretty awesome. And then the Kesa versus Lee card, I don't remember anything except for the main event. Mario Yamasaki fucked up the ending. Kevin Lee had a rear naked choke, which it was pretty tight, to be honest, and Michael kind of was not defending it. And I guess Yamasaki thought that he verbally tapped or something. I don't fucking know. And he stepped in and stopped the fight. Let's be fair. Kevin Lee would probably won. He would have probably won. But who cares? That's not the fucking story here. Is that Mario Yamasaki's an idiot. That's the story here. I don't mean no disrespect, Mario, but you've been fucking up a lot.
Well, I want to go with people that have been fucking up. Is Johnny Hendricks missed weight?
So here's the thing.
185?
No, here's the thing. So Johnny Hendricks had a 102 fever like a week before the weigh-ins. So here's the thing. Should he have been even allowed to be weighing
Probably
in and
not.
fighting?
I did not know that.
No, so yeah.
Which that's kind of the point of, okay, that's
and the commission knew that too. So it's fucked up. I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. Because yes, he fucked up and he missed weight, but he was legit like almost dead. Like 102 fever. Like you lay down and you don't do anything with that thing.
Well, I'm not saying that. Like I've had a 103.9 or 103.8 or whatever. That like I was pretty young though when that happened. So it was right before I broke out with chicken pox.
Well, what is it? Anytime it's over 100, it's pretty serious.
Well, anything over 101,
101,
like you typically need to go see a doctor.
So it fucking sucks, but I don't doubt that he can make fucking. What's that now?
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense, but then it comes to the point of why the fuck was he fighting?
Yeah, he probably should not have been fighting, and he lost pretty terribly against Tim Boach too. So
yeah, like that's like it.
He did not even have a chance. Like let's say this would have gone to decision, like he probably would have lost too. So, but he had to get TKO'd.
Well, his coach and his team should not have let him fight.
No, yeah, for sure. I don't know how he got in to fight. There were so many blockages that could have stopped him. Blockades.
Yeah. The hell. Well, yeah. Like the doctor.
Anything. The commission. Any amount of
the
people.
UFC
it's
themselves.
Like, you have a fucking 102 fever. You get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You're not fighting. Because you're not losing weight when you have a fucking fever. you're puking and shit. But
it's the exact. You're supposed to drink a shit ton of actual like proper water.
yeah,
not
no,
distilled water
you have to get fucking healthy, and you're not getting healthy by fucking not eating
I don't
and
think
drinking.
he should be cutting. I don't think he should be much more than probably 8-9 pounds over that. Like I don't think he. Well,
how above was he? Like 2-3 pounds?
What he actually walks around at now, because he was walking around at around 200 when he was at welterweight. So I think he would be walking around at pretty much the same now, but I don't like he did not look very large at the weigh-ins there.
So Phyllis Herrig beat Justin Quiche, and I guess the main story of this fight is Justine was in a rear naked choke, and she shat her pants while that was happening.
Okay.
So that happened.
I did not remember that happening.
No, that was the thing. Mm-hmm. Don't laugh too much there. It's it happens sometimes. This is when you get squeezed.
That's when you go to the north-south choke.
She literally squeezed the shit out of her. That's not. Come on, man. You don't need to laugh that much.
Yeah, I'll laugh. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, Dominic Reyes TKO'd Joachim Christensen. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he did not stand a chance the whole 30 seconds. He looked like he was outmatched the whole 30 seconds, and he was, and he got killed. So that happened. I don't remember this card too much, to be honest. I remember the BJ Penn fight. He got destroyed. Yeah. So yeah, that was terrible. BJ Penn looked bad the whole time. Clay Guida versus Eric Coach was an okay fight. It wasn't super amazing, but it was okay. Carlos Esparza defeating Marina Moroz. Yeah, I'm not a huge Carlos Esparza fan, so. Anyways, that's it.
That was
for 2 weeks ago.
Ass whooping.
Yeah,
because that was definitely not a proper fight.
It was not. So yeah. Oh, and Chiesa is appealing the loss. I doubt anything's going to happen there, though. And then I watched over last week. There was actually a lot of events that were not UFC. I'm just going to touch on them real quick. Legacy Fighting Alliance had their 15th event. I don't know. It was awesome. That's all I can say about it. But at the same time, there was 2 other events going on, like Combache Americas 15, which is that like the primarily Mexican focused promotion, and then there was PFL 1 from Daytona, which actually the first race from Daytona was canceled due to the rain, and then they did the fight card. They pushed it up from, it was supposed to be at 10:30, and they moved it at like 7:30. So
I thought Fitch was in Bellator.
No, he's in Professional Fight League. He was which was known as World Series of Fighting.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, now that sounds okay. Yeah.
So the John Fitch fight was actually fucking awesome because Brian Foster was killing him for 2 rounds, and then John Fitch got a rear naked choke in the second, which was cool. And it was raining, so it was super warm outside. It was super humid. All these mofos were sweating like crazy before they were even getting into the cage. They were probably wet from the rain too. I'm sure they wiped them down and stuff, but. This was a weird fight because they were slipping around and stuff. They had a roof over the cage, but still, it was still outside and humid. And then the main event was kind of boring. Went to a decision. Joao Zaffarino got defeated by Herman Torrado. I know the whole card was whatever. It was just kind of cool because it was like at Daytona at the races. So it was like in the infield at the races. They just set up a cage and a lot of seats around it, and there you go. I did not see the first 30 minutes of it or so, but apparently there was like a lot of NASCAR racers going like, there's some fighting going on at the UFC. Some cool shit. Gonna watch some fighting at the NASCAR. Yeah. It was weird. But
yeah.
I actually kind of liked the setting. It was just unfortunate that it had to rain and all the fights were pushed up by like fucking 3 hours. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane that I actually even watched it. It was just so random. There's 2 other fucking MMA events going on and Professional Fighting League. Just, hey, cool, I'll watch this one. And then Saturday night last week, there was Manny Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn from Australia in Brisbane. And Jeff Horn, he's an Australian. just in case you don't know. That's why was going on there. Manny Pacquiao entering enemy territory. So the fight was fucking good. It was actually really good. Pacquiao landed a lot of fucking shots, a lot of clean shots, a lot of jabs that got Jeff Horn fucked up. His face was messed up by the end of it. A lot of headbutts actually landed on Pacquiao that actually caused the damage on him. Jeff Horn looked fine from the headbutts, but he was getting fucked up by the punches. And if you looked at the CompuBox numbers after the fight, Pacquiao threw less, but he landed more than Jeff Horn. So Jeff Horn was throwing a lot. They were just never fucking landing. And there were some rounds, I'm 100% going to give it to him. The first 2 rounds, he beat Pacquiao. Super easy. What's the white dude? The white-haired dude from HBO. What's his name? Floyd Mayweather fucking shoved him after a fight. He's just like, I don't like you. Bleh.
I have no idea.
I forget what his name is, but he was doing his scorecard during the fight too, and I think he gave it 117 to 110 or something like that for Pacquiao. Or something like that. I gave it 115 to 112 for Pacquiao. It was the 9th round. The doctor actually came in after the round and said, like, if you are going to fight in this next round like this one, I'm going to stop the fight. Because Pacquiao destroyed him in that 9th round. And I gave that one a 10-8. And then Jeff Horn actually won it. There was 2 judges that gave it 117, 111, and I think one gave it 116, 112, or neither judge gave that 9th round a 10-8, which I just thought was crazy because Pacquiao destroyed him in that fucking 9th round. But I guess he was just throwing so much at it, he just threw... the judge... Okay, well, first of all, this is in Australia, so the crowd might have swayed the judges. I don't know. I feel like this is going to go to a rematch. Could you imagine, though? Could you imagine if Mayweather lost to Conor? That may set up a Manny Pacquiao versus fucking Floyd, too. Because they both lost.
Wouldn't it be 3?
No, it's 2. They've only done it once.
I thought they did it way back, like, years ago.
No.
No? Okay.
No. Never. Yeah, anyways, this fight was great. It's just the decision was total bullshit. And it was awesome because it was in Australia, super huge stadium. It was outdoors. The sunshine was still out. It was cool. It was free on ESPN. I love those events, man. Those huge, spectacular events. The entrances just look so cool. I don't know. I'm into the gimmicky stuff like that. The Bellator big screens and all that. I love that kind of stuff. But anyways. TUF, we got 2 weeks to talk about real quick. Episode 11. There's not much to say, really. Well, outside of Cage, I guess the biggest thing that happened is Ramsey Nijem was pissed off that Red Team was maybe getting a shot at James Krause's spot. It was just like, I deserve more. Yeah. I did the best fights. And then Gilbert Smith was just like, you're so lucky I'm in retirement, motherfucker. And he's like, oh, yeah, what? I'm right here. You can come out of retirement. I'm right here. Like that was probably the funniest spot in the whole show for that episode. Yeah. Well, Johnny Nunez at one point was also looking at Krause's eye in the house, and Krause was just like, "Fuck you, man! Why are you looking at me? Just stop looking at my eye, man. It's all good." Like everybody, this week, it shows that they're getting close to the end. Yeah,
they're well, yeah, like this week with Tim Elliott and I Want to Bang.
Yes, well, we'll talk about the fight real quick. Tom Galicchio versus Diego Lima. This fight was actually pretty good. Tom made it more competitive than I thought he would. Because let's be honest.
Handed to him.
Oh yeah, but dude, I thought he was gonna lose for sure. So
no, it ended up being pretty much what I thought it was gonna be. Lima was just too much for him, but like he can take a shot.
Tom was dead as fuck, and he still did okay.
Yeah.
Same with Lima at the very end of the 3rd round. Holy shit, they were both dead, and but Lima was just less dead.
Yeah, well, he just had taken less damage because Tom took so much fucking damage. Jesus, yeah, that was like, he took some hard shots. Oh, they put snakes in the locker room in this episode, and Julian Lane was just like, oh my god. Which is hilarious. The Can I Bang dude is deadly afraid of snakes. Yep.
It's just a snake, bro. Like, if I knew it was venomous, then yes. If I looked at it, holy shit, that's venomous. I'm fucking out of here. Yeah, yes, I'm scared of venomous snakes. But a simple little snake that you're just like...
Well, some of those weren't little.
Well, they weren't little, yes. I guess so.
Some of them were pretty big, but again, like, they were defanged and, like, it can't, like, no, just, whoa, what the fuck, a snake? Like, he, like, ran out of the fucking room, essentially.
Like, what was he expecting after making the snake remarks the whole season?
Yeah.
That no snakes were going to show up? Come on now. It's a reality show.
Faber apparently is, like, afraid of snakes, so, what's his, what the hell? The coach. What the fuck's the coach? No, the
Cody
Garbrandt. Yeah, was like trying to pick him up and throw him into the snakes or whatever, joking about it. So it was a good one. Like, and like TJ is like playing with the snakes, going like, "This is fucking cool."
Oh no, this season has been awesome. Yeah.
And then the other team's like, "Holy shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?"
And then the last episode just aired yesterday. Tim Elliott came into the house, like you said. He was training James Krause, his buddy. And everybody was so drunk in the house. Like, of course shit's going to happen. The guys are drunk in a hot tub together. What do you expect? So James Krause and Tim Elliott were just sitting off in the distance, just lounging, just having their own fun. And these drunk mofos from Cody Garbrandt's team, just like, oh, this guy... I want my coaches here too. Just like, what the fuck? You have had your coach here. What the fuck's your problem? Cody has been in the house alone without TJ there. So, like, chill the fuck out.
No, well, did he mean his personal coach from back home, or did he mean Garbrandt? Yeah, I took that as he meant like.
Well, I'm sure he meant Tim Elliott personally, but like at the same time, it's like, dude, people have been in the house on your side before. And
well,
the
I
blue
think
team
Tim
didn't
Elliott
complain.
Is Krause's teammate actually outside of the Ultimate Fighter.
Look, I kind of get it, but if he was sober and not drunk and not an asshole, you probably would be like, oh, okay, whatever. Who cares?
The latter part of that is the key.
He was probably just there for one day. It's just like, who gives a fuck?
Well, he was there, I guess, for like 3 days.
Well, I mean, at the house probably.
Oh yeah. Well, I think he was just there for the night. He went to his hotel room. He didn't stay in the fucking house.
Yeah, he was just there to fucking chill out.
Yeah, like
and the red team has nobody there. Like, just I don't know.
He won his TUF season. One of his
so childish.
Guys he trains with was getting into the final round or whatever. Had a chance to make it to the finals. So they bring him in, makes good TV maybe, and it did.
Oh, it did for sure.
Drunk and stupid.
Elliot kind of seemed drunk too, though.
Yeah, well, Elliot is redneck, so he likes his beer and whatever.
But he did come off looking like the smarter of everybody.
Well, come on, like who was he going against? Like,
well, it was what's his name?
I want to let me bang. Bro.
Well, let me bang, bro, and the bald dude too. He was approaching Krause afterwards too, like, why do you have your guy here? Like, dude, just let it go. Like, who cares, man?
Like, you think it's I get to choose this? No, this isn't my choice. This is just something that's happened. It works out for me. Great. Yeah, I know. Like, but like, it's not like I got to choose it.
And blue team is literally split right now. Like, what do you want him to do?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, seriously, just chill out alone with nobody.
Absolutely. Like, fuck off. There's no red team there for anyone to come in and help.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they were fucking drunk in the hot tub. Those guys decided to just go in the house to get away from them, and they followed them like fucking drunk, wet motherfuckers coming into the house.
Girls, they probably would have been raped.
Just like, it's just so stupid. It was just so dumb. Anyways, the fight went how I kind of expected it to be honest. Krause was dead.
Yeah.
Without the eye.
The first round was interesting that he was able to reverse him, but then he got reversed back.
Well, so that's the thing. I thought the whole fight, Krause fought a weird strategy. He fought
to the point he went for the shot, but then tried to then push him off, and then Jesse
he was kind of fighting Jesse's style the whole.
Strong,
but he was doing Jesse's style the whole fight, even in the first round.
Well, I don't think he had a choice.
No, he was dead.
Second round, like dude.
I would argue that Krause had the toughest road up to this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it kind of sucks for
even
him, to be honest.
That was a tough fight.
So yeah, so we got the finals. It's Jesse
Yeah.
Taylor versus Diego Lima, and they got Tom Galicchio versus James Krause on the prelims of that card.
So just as long as Jesse doesn't do anything stupid within the next 24 hours.
I'm fairly confident Jesse's good.
No, he knows he fucked up, and
And even in the house, you look at him in the house, like he was pretty chill. Like I don't even think he drank that much.
He hasn't they were talking to him. He hasn't drank in like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. So he was in the house just being there, just to win. Which
like
you cannot say that about everybody.
But he's still a bit of an odd dude because when TJ came up to like congratulate him, he like grabbed him by the face and went to kiss him.
No, I love him. His poetry thing in the hot tub
his
was
whole
fucking
monkey
hilarious.
thing and all that. Yeah, he's just an odd dude, but you got to be an odd dude to do what he does. So
if he wins and he can keep
should
doing
have
the silly
won
shit
in TUF 7. Like he should be like a gatekeeper in the welterweight division.
For
but
sure.
He fucked up and he's not. Like,
and Lima's not bad either.
No. Lima's fairly well rounded, but I don't think he has.
He's not
anger.
as powerful as Jesse.
No, but I think
more
Lima's
explosive.
issue is Lima's too nice of a guy.
Yes and no. I agree with you. He's more silent.
Like,
to me, he's the strong but silent type. Like, yes, he smiles and
he
stuff.
He doesn't have the killer instinct to go in when.
I don't necessarily agree with that. It depends who the fighter is he's facing. But I can, I definitely agree. I see where you're coming from.
Like Jesse just will go nuts on you and crush you. He doesn't care. Like he'll go, sorry, dude, had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but Lima, I think thinks too much. It might be in his head.
You definitely get those guys. Like you look at Brock Lesnar. A lot of people that actually talk with Brock Lesnar say that he's a pretty alright dude. Sure, he might be kind of a strong character and shit, but most people say that he's nice. But once he gets in the cage or even in the wrestling ring or whatever, like he transforms, right?
It is just the two of us, and I am not losing.
I think Diego Lima has some of that too. It's just not as much as Jesse.
Yeah. Well,
Jesse,
I'm not. Yeah. Like
Jesse's been doing this.
Well, Lima's got skill. He does have good amounts of skill. It's just. I think it's that mindset. Same thing with like what's going on with Penn. Penn has the skill. He just doesn't have the heart. Like he doesn't want to go in there and hurt somebody. Because that was even his issue years ago and whatever. He just kind of was there. He wasn't.
I think his last fight he was there to kill. It just he couldn't do it. Against Seaver, I felt he was there.
No, but like he wasn't BJ Penn from when he fought.
Oh no, for sure, dude. That BJ Penn died a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. That's what he's just not
a long time ago.
His issue is that he just doesn't have that like I'm going to rape you mentality.
Yeah, I get it.
Like,
I get it now. Yeah, because he did have that before.
Yeah,
but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, no,
dude.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, like, he should like
how long ago would you say that is? Like 2007, 8. Around that time,
well, the first fight against, he lost it against the first fight against Edgar. In that fight, I think he lost it.
Was that before GSP or after?
It may have been actually the fight right before GSP.
Okay, all right.
So it may have been GSP that crushed him.
Yeah. So okay, no. If he did lose against Penn before GSP, then no, that's a 1-2 combination there.
Look at It may have been the two fights combined that just crushed him.
And no, because I started watching UFC like seriously right around before TUF. So like BJ Penn, he was one of those dudes that was always there. I'm not necessarily his biggest fan, but I can definitely respect all the shit he's done. But man, he just hit a wall.
No, okay,
and then he hit that wall hard.
No, so he lost to GSP, and then he beat Ken Flo, and then beat Diego Sanchez, and then Edgar.
Okay.
So he came, like, the Diego Sanchez fight, like, that was an epic, crazy, fucked up fight. And then, it was the Edgar fight. I think, I remember almost, it was like second round of that Edgar fight, he kind of just didn't really care anymore.
And then, the Matt Hughes thing kind of lightened him up again, I guess.
Well, he knocked out Hughes in, like, 10 seconds or 20 seconds.
Yeah, no, I remember that. That was awesome. 21 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, but
ever since then, not so good.
Yeah, and then he drew Fitch, and then everything since then was just bullshit. Like,
All right, so we're going to do something special for this week with the 2 cards coming up. We're going to do something called a fight draft. And how this works is
sure.
it's pretty easy. It's a draft, so we're going to go back and forth between us two. And we're going to pick fights, 5 of them. And we cannot pick the same fight, and then we pick a winner in that fight, one after the other. And then after we pick the 5 fights, we're going to pick a 6th fight that we can both agree on the tiebreaker, and we're going to pick opposite fighters. So if we do tie...
This is within each event, I'm assuming.
Yes, so the 2 events that are going on this weekend, we can pick whatever fight we want. So I am actually going to start it off with a coin flip that I'm going to do on Google here in a second here. I'm even going to stream it. Just give me a second. I'm screen capturing right now. Coin flip. All right, and then I'm going to do it. It's flipping. It's tails. And I didn't do it. Or we didn't call it.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I can push the button again. It's all good. Who calls it? Me or you?
You're flipping it, so I should call it.
Okay,
so
you call it.
Tails.
Okay, tails. It's flipping. It's heads. So I'm going to go first.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right. So my first pick in this one is going to be I had a really easy one here. Oh, I'm going to pick Teruto Ishihara over Gray Maynard in the Fight Pass.
The easiest fucking one.
Yeah, hey, I'm playing it safe. Of course I'm going to do that. I'm playing it safe. I don't want a hard fight. I want to win this. So I feel like this is the easiest fight to pick. Fuck Gray Maynard. I want this Japanese mofo to win. Yeah. So that's my pick.
Okay, I'm picturing Angela Hill over Ashley Yoder.
Oh, you son of a bitch. That was one of my picks.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, I'm going to pick James Krause over Tom Galicchio.
I would take some of that action, but that's not the way this works.
That's also at the TUF 25 finale.
Yes. I'll pick Michael Johnson over Justin.
Oh man, I would have never picked that fight, so thank God.
Because that seems quite an easy fight for Johnson.
I don't know. I don't agree with you, but you might be right. Okay, so my pick is going to be... Oh, man. I'm going to go with Mark Diakese over Drakkar Klose on the TUF 25 finale card. So that's 3 picks for me. I think Mark Diakese is just going to destroy this motherfucker in like 20 seconds. Just swarm him with his kicks and punches. Just straight up destroy him. We have not touched UFC 213 yet.
Okay, I'm going to pick Brad Tavares over the Spartan
Elias
guy.
Theodorou.
Yeah, Theodorou.
That's insane. That's insane. I would have picked Elias.
Yeah, I don't think... I think Travis's wrestling's good enough to stop him from doing what he normally does.
Okay, so we got three fights each. I'm going to go to UFC 213 now and pick Chad Laprise over Brian Camozzi.
Oh, I thought this was 5 in each event.
No.
It's just 5 in total.
Yes, 5 in total.
Oh.
Over the whole events. I find that the Ultimate Fighter 25 finale is easier. There's easier fights to pick there.
Whitaker over Romero.
Man, that's crazy because I would have picked your... Oh my God, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're picking all the opposite ones that I would have picked. All right. So we're at 4-4 right now. This is my last pick. Oh, man. Because I was going to pick Yoel Romero. That was going to be my last pick. Damn.
Well, just after what he did to Souza,
But Romero, man. It's
dude,
a fucking goddamn machine, that dude. I'm going to go with Anthony Pettis over Jim Miller.
that I definitely would not have picked that. I would have picked Jim Miller. So old ski. Wait,
whatever his name is.
Yeah, over
Alexei
Travis Brown.
Olenek versus Travis Brown.
Yeah,
You're picking against Travis.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, we're done there. I picked Mark Diakese, James Krause, Taruto, Chad Laprise, and wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what? What the fuck did I do?
You put Pettis. You put Pettis.
Oh, Pettis
red, which should be blue.
That should be blue. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I picked Anthony Pettis over Jim Miller, Chad Laprise over Brian Kamosi, Taruto Ishihara over Gray Maynard, James Krause versus Tom Galicchio, and then Mark Diakese to defeat Drakkar Close. Cool. And then Steiner got Michael Johnson over Justin Gaethje, Brad Tavares over Elias Theodoru, Angela Hill over Ashley Yoder. I agree with that one for sure. And Robert Whitaker over Yoel Romero, and Alianek, whatever, over Travis Brown, whatever the hell his name is.
We have no idea how to say his name. We're sorry.
We're going to find out on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay, so I get to pick the fight, and then you get to pick the fighter, or do you want to flip forward again?
I guess that kind of makes sense because I got the first pick. So you pick the fight, and then we both got to agree on opposite fights. Or opposite fighters. So okay, so this is the tiebreaker. Just in case we tie between these five fights that we have each, we're gonna pick one fight, and we're gonna pick opposite fighters. So we gotta agree that we could pick on one fight that we're gonna pick opposite fighters.
Okay.
What about the heavyweight fight between Fabricio and Alistair?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd probably make because I would go with Overeem.
Okay. I can agree to pick over Doom on that one.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a tiebreaker?
Sure.
All right, cool. So just in case everything's tied, that is our tiebreaker. Whoever wins that fight. Imagine that ends in a draw. That'd be pretty awesome.
Or a double KO or something like that.
Double KO would be totally crazy. Then we could just be both winners.
Mm.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a draw. We would just both win. How does that go down in your record? Because it's double KO.
I think it's a no contest.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because no one actually wins.
Yeah,
so
nobody actually lost is the thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, in a draw, you can go like, whatever. But in a double KO, you're just like, but they both killed each other.
There has been in the past. There has been double KOs. There's been a couple of them. So there obviously.
I only remember of one, and it was not in the UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, the Ultimate Fighter finale looks pretty awesome. I can't believe we didn't touch Jesse Taylor and Diego Lima. I think Jesse Taylor's going to win that one.
Yeah, I think that's
for sure. Jared Cannonier in the light heavyweight division versus Nick Rorick.
I don't know either of them.
I know Jared Cannonier. In one of his fights, he did a ridiculous. Was it a punch or was it a kick? And it was one of his fights. He did a ridiculous KO. He's a pretty big black guy for the division. I don't think he's ever going to reach the top, but he's pretty good. And then rounding out the main card for the TUF 25 finale, Jordan Johnson versus Marcel Fortuna. Sure. And then on Fox Sports 1, Angela Hill versus Alex Yoder. We already talked about it. Angela Hill, man, she's great.
Yeah. Well, just that fight against... It was Rose, right?
Yes. Was it Rose? Who the fuck did she fight? Whoops. Who the fuck did she fight before the last one? It was no, it wasn't Rose. It wasn't Rose.
She fought Rose Namajunas and then Jessica Andrade.
Oh, she lost to Jessica. That's right.
Well, she lost to Rose. I think it was it was a first round submission that she got.
No,
because it was fight of the night. So yeah, it was Jessica Andrade.
Yeah, she lost to Jessica. But that fight was fucking awesome.
Yes, and that's the fight that I'm thinking of. That she came out.
That's her. She was
the Invicta. She was the Invicta champion, and she came over and fought Jessica. And
Oh yeah, no, so that's what I was gonna say.
Crazy awesome.
That's what I was gonna say is, since she's been on TUF and the UFC, she's gone away to Invicta. But ever since she's been in Invicta, holy shit.
Yeah,
she's definitely put on.
She did have a couple of fights after.
In Invicta?
She had a couple of fights in UFC after the TUF.
Oh yeah, no, I know that she lost to Rose.
Yeah.
But no, when she went back to Invicta, she kind of reinvented herself.
Like
even her attitude and her when she speaks, I feel differently about her now. She's actually kind of fucking cool.
But I think like going into the house, she was only like 1-0 or 2-1 or something like that. So she only had like 1 or 2 fights going into the house, and then she was thrown.
I feel like that was most of the ladies in that season.
Well, I think the only reason she got in was because that there's a Japanese girl that's really good, but was underage, so she couldn't get into the house. She was only 17 or something like that.
It couldn't have been Angela Lee.
No,
that would have been crazy.
She is Japanese, and she is a Invicta fighter. And
okay. So yeah, definitely not her.
No.
Yeah, no. Angela Hill lost against Carla Esparza right off the bat in that season.
Yes.
Yeah. Gray Maynard versus Teruto Ishihara on the Fight Pass prelims of that TUF 25 finale. Man, I hope fucking Teruto wins, because if he loses, oh my god, no, please, no Gray Maynard, no more. No more.
I don't see on how Gray Maynard can actually win that.
And then Tisha Torres versus Juliana Lima. I'm not that familiar with Juliana, but Tisha's all right. I like her. And I actually forgot to mention Ed Herman, somebody else that should stop fighting.
I don't know what.
Versus CB Dalloway.
I think both of them should stop fighting.
No, CB's still kind of young.
This is at 205?
I guess so, yeah.
What?
It's at 205. No, I think CB Dalloway went up a while ago. I want to say CB went up a while ago. Look, I'm not opposed to CB fighting because he's still pretty young. He's not amazing.
Nate Marquardt, I thought, was still fighting at 85.
I'm not opposed to CB, but yeah, for sure, Ed Herman. This should be his last fight.
Well, Marquardt knocked him out in the second round.
Hey.
And that was a while ago. Hey. That was in 2015.
I'm not saying that CB is amazing. I'm just saying he's all right. Did you see Jessica I during the weigh-ins?
No, I didn't watch the weigh-ins.
She has silver hair now. Yeah, she looks totally different because her hair is usually black, so it kind of makes her look different. And she's against Aspen Ladd. I don't know who's gonna win that fight though, to be honest. So that's why I didn't pick it. And then UFC 213, there's 3 prelim fights. Rob Font versus Douglas Silva de Andrade is, I guess, the one to be looking out on that one. Not really looking forward to anything in particular on this card, to be honest, though. The main card looks okay. There's a couple of heavyweight fights on there that might have some explosive shit happening. But besides that, I don't know, man. Anthony Pettis versus Jim Miller is going to be okay. Yoel Romero versus Robert Whittaker.
I honestly think Miller's just going to rape fuck him, or Matt fuck him or something like that. I don't think Pettis really is going to do much in that fight.
I suppose he could get to the ground, but if it stays up, it will be an interesting fight.
Yeah, fair enough, but I don't think Pettis has the takedown defense to stop Miller.
But everything, like Jordan Mean versus Bilal Muhammad, like that's a good fight. I'm just not excited about it. I'm just not excited about 213.
Muhammad looks good, and then Mean is typically a pretty game fighter. So
there's been better international fight weeks.
Yes.
I'm not opposed to any of the fights on 213. I'm just not excited for it.
Yeah.
Like Amanda Nunes versus Valentina Shevchenko. That as a co-main event on any other card, fucking amazing.
Yeah, I would agree. As the main event, not so.
I don't know what to expect from this fight, to be honest. I think Amanda Nunes is gonna kill her, but Shevchenko could also kill her.
If she gets out of the first 2 minutes, Valentina's gonna win. If she can get out of the first 2 minutes.
Yeah. What do you see this going to distance?
If it gets out of the first 2 minutes, probably.
That's the thing. I have no idea about this fight.
Like I don't know what Nunes is going to look like in the 4th and 5th round. Like she is just so gun fucking ho. There's no way in hell she's going to have a gas tank for the 4th and 5th. So maybe she'll just gas out, and then Valentina will just be able to head kick her and knock her out or something, or TKO her with punches after the head kick. Like,
yeah. Okay, at least bantamweight is exciting and different now. At least there's shit going on.
yeah.
It's just for a main event of a pay
No, I
per
agree.
view.
I would almost put the Whitaker Romero fight for the interim.
Oh, that fight is way more exciting for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's like, dude, Romero's a fucking monster ass beast, and then what Whitaker did to Souza is just what
Well,
the fuck?
it's not even just Souza. Everything Whitaker's been doing lately.
Yeah, since he's gone up to 85, he looks unstoppable.
Oh yeah, he's looked really good.
That's why I've picked him.
something about Whitaker though. He's not super. How can I say this? He's not super sellable. He's not. What was the word I'm actually looking for? He's not
Marketable.
Yeah, marketable. Exactly. He's pretty quiet. He doesn't really say much. It's not that I hate him or anything. Actually, he was one of my favorite ones from that TUF season.
Yeah, the smashes.
Yeah.
He definitely was the best one in the house.
I
don't know.
I don't see him selling pay-per-views as much as freaking
Romero.
Yeah, Romero. Like Romero barely speaks English, but he makes you feel stuff. No forget Jesus. No forget Jesus.
Gage, yeah.
He wanted to say never forget Jesus, but
Yeah.
no forget Jesus. Yeah, that's why I love him. He's amazing. I love anybody who can barely speak English but actually fucking bothers to try. I hate people who go like, "Oh, your English is sucky. You suck." Like, "Haha, your accent is kind of funny." Fuck you. You probably only know English, you asshole. Give this guy a break. Like Anderson Silva, he's my best example. I hated him before he spoke English, and then when he started speaking English, I was just like, "Dude, this guy's a fucking sweetheart." He's always having fun. But when he was doing that in the cage, I was just like, "Oh man, this guy's a fuck." He's just taunting all the time. He's such an arrogant asshole. But like when he talks, he never comes off that way. Never. He always seemed just like a funny, good like go lucky guy.
Mm.
I wish he would have spoke English sooner. But I kind of get why people don't, because everybody's an asshole about speaking English. So hey, stop being an asshole, people. That's advice that I should take too. Just saying. Stop being assholes, everybody. So that about does it for MMA, unless you have anything else. I don't think I have anything.
Not really.
I can check MMA fighting real quick before we get out of here.
Mm.
Make sure there's no breaking news. Oh, the Edmonton event has a main event now.
There was one thing you didn't mention about the Lawler. No, did you?
No, I did. It got pushed.
Okay. Yeah.
One pay-per-view over. No, what's the Edmonton got a main event? Gilbert Melendez versus Jeremy Stevens.
That's the main event?
Well, right now. Let's call that the main event. That's the only fight announced on that card right now. It's a main event in my mind.
What is it being listed as?
No, it's UFC 215, so it's going to be
it'll get
something else. For sure. I mean, it's been a long time since I've actually seen Gilbert Melendez fight. So, when was his last fight? Like fucking 2015? It's been a long time. Let's see.
On
2016. Okay, he fought
Junior
Edson
versus friend.
I said that.
Franciscus or the.
I said that.
Giant.
Francis Ngannou versus.
Yeah.
I said that.
Santos.
I said that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's it. There's nothing really breaking today. The story right now, really, I guess, is that the Hall of Fame is happening in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look out for that. It's on Fight Pass, and I might be on YouTube. Might be on the YouTube of the UFC. So if you're into watching that, go there, I suppose. But I don't. Because all the International Fight Week events so far have been on their YouTube as well. So
yeah, I would think that Jeremy Stevens Melendez would probably be the main event to the TV.
Maybe.
Because that like it like something's likely going to happen in that fight. So Because Melendez is going down to 45, so that should be pretty interesting.
I do not see the Hall of Fame on the UFC's YouTube, so it might just be on their Fight Pass. I don't even remember everything that's being inducted. It's definitely Don Fry and Sakuraba.
Yeah, those are the only. Is what's his name? Is the black guy?
Oh yeah,
shit.
I know.
As soon as you say his name, I'll be like, "Fuck yeah, that's it." But
who was?
Fuck me. I'm picturing his face, but I just cannot come up with his name.
No, I know who you're talking about too, but I don't remember. And I'm looking it up on Google right now. It's only bringing me Sakuraba, so. Oh, Maurice Smith.
Smith, yes.
Yeah. I would only say that he's had one truly awesome fight in the UFC. It's not that I hate him.
Well, the thing is, because he was a kickboxer, he started in the UFC quite late, or quite old, and he had a lot of issue with the wrestling, but he did get a lot better because of Alliance MMA, which is Frank Shamrock and all that. So.
Oh, so Uriah Faber is going in this year in the modern era wing.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
And
Faber makes sense.
Joe Silva is going in.
As what?
He's in the contributors wing.
Contributors. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Is he retiring or what is he?
Oh yeah, no, he hasn't been doing anything for the UFC in a long time.
No, but like why? Like I understand he was replaced or whatever, but did he step down or?
Yeah, he's gone. He got replaced by his protege. What's his name? He's there at every event. He stands between fighters occasionally at the weigh-ins. What's his name? I forget what his name is. So this year it's Maurice Smith, Kazuji Sakuraba. Oh, and I guess Don Frey was last year.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
that makes that kind of
He was just
Sean Shelby.
Sean Shelby. Yes. There's no fights being inducted this year.
So they actually induct fights.
Yeah, they've done Forrest Griffin versus Stephen Bonner, Matt Hughes versus Frank Trigg 2, and Mark.
Okay, those were like, dude, like the Stephen Bonner Griffin fight. That is a way better fight than
and Mark Coleman versus Pete Williams.
Mark Coleman versus Pete. Okay, I know.
Mark Coleman kicked him in the head in that fight. that's pretty much the gist of that fight.
Was that a Pride fight or was that?
No, that was in the UFC. It was a really long time ago. This might be like UFC 11 or something. I don't even. It doesn't say.
Well, Coleman was like a monster for the first 2 minutes, and then he was fucking dead in every fucking fight I ever saw him in.
What UFC was?
And as soon as they stopped allowing headbutts,
it was at UFC 17, May 1998. A long time ago. So yeah. Apparently somebody broke into Travis Brown's and Ronda Rousey's house, and he had a skateboard, and Travis Brown looked at the videotape and was like, oh, hey, look, he has a skateboard. I'll go out to skate park. And he was like, oh, hey, look, it's that dude. And then he called the cops, and then the cops came, and they were like, oh, yeah, that's that dude. You're right. And he got all his stuff back, I think. I think they stole, what was it, like phones and others. I think she was on Kelly Ripa or whatever, one of those shows. And she's not allowed to talk about fighting. She doesn't want to talk about fighting. But she can talk about Travis Brown fucking her and, being robbed. That's all good. That's some fun. Man, I wish I was in Vegas. I would go just hug Sakuraba.
Okay, so I know. Okay, I remember that fight now.
Sorry, which one?
So the Coleman got kicked in the head.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Yep.
The way you said it before is that Coleman kicked him in the head.
No. I got that messed up if I did say that. Because up to that point, Mark Coleman was a machine.
Yeah.
And then Pete Williams, I think he was like a late replacement.
Yeah,
in that fight.
He was exhausted, and that's kind of how it happened.
Mm-hmm. The early days of fucking UFC, man. It's kind of blurry, but goddamn, it was awesome.
It was at the minute 12 mark, so he kind of got his ass raped.
Maurice Smith beat him right before Pete Williams. There you go.
And Frank Shamrock versus Jeremy Horn.
What about that fight?
Well, it's just that was the title fight of the night.
I barely remember Horn. That's the dude that beat the Iceman once, right? And then Iceman
Jeremy Horn's done a fair bit.
I'm going to get this victory back, and then he killed him. I think that's what happened. I want to say that Jeremy Horn fight might have been in Japan. I could be wrong.
So he lost to Chuck Liddell at UFC 54.
Okay, and then Chuck Liddell, is he below that somewhere? Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, he fought over in Pride for a while, UFC.
I'm just going to control F this. Chuck.
Yeah. Wow, he's got a lot of fucking fights. Holy shit.
Yeah, he beat Chuck Liddell at UFC 19.
Total fight 120. Jesus fucking whores.
Yeah, no, he beat Chuck Liddell at UFC 219 at 119. That's UFC 19. Jesus.
19. Yeah. Okay.
And he lost at 54. I remember the 54 fight. He fought Chael Sonnen a bunch of times. Beat him every time. Fuck you, Chael Sonnen. He lost to Anderson Silva. Lost to Hanato Sprawl. Man, this guy's record's crazy.
No, but Frank Shamrock, he gave back the belt because lack of competition was his reasoning.
Sure.
That's just baller. I'm sorry, but the dude, I beat the last 6 guys you gave me, and they were I finished them all. So no, this is too fucking easy. I'm going to go home and coach.
And who are we talking about? Ken Shamrock?
Yeah.
It was a different time.
No, Frank Shamrock.
Frank. Yes. I love both Shamrocks, so I have no ill words towards any of them. It's just so crazy that they both achieved what they did in the sport. And they're not even blood relatives.
No.
That's kind of cool. Ken Shamrock lost to Kimbo Slice. I remember that fight. It was terrible. All right. I think that I'll end it on that note. I don't have anything to tell. I don't have anything to talk about anymore. Ken Shamrock versus Kimbo Slice. I think that's done.
Yeah.
Hey, Kimbo Slice, rest in peace. That fight was bad. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Hall of Fame. I might do something with it. Who knows? If you're watching live, stay tuned. Otherwise, we're here every Thursday. You know where to find us. megaswitcher.com. Wherever else podcasts are found. If you want to watch us live, follow us on YouTube. youtube.com/megaswitchertv. It'll just let you know everything. Everything we do will just let you know. So go do that. And we'll see you guys next week. See ya.
Keep throwing those elbows. Keep throwing those elbows.